So we're talking today about why, if you don't have gold, and I mean physical gold or physical silver, you better start doing it now because the US dollar. So yesterday I panicked. Gold pushed 2,000 US. I don't know what it is in Canadian, in the loonie, but I think next stop is 5,000 for gold.
Okay.
And it may take another 5 years, but I think this here is a real gold coin, and the first one I ever bought was in 1972. I bought it in Hong Kong, and I paid $50 for this, and today it's $2,000 plus 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 plus. And this also is a silver coin. This is real silver. I don't like fake money, and that's why this Vancouver Resource Investment Conference is important. Because you come to hear about why, if you don't have gold, physical gold and silver, you should have some now. The reason China's, as you know, I started my first gold mine in China, and I took the company, it was called Mondoro Mining, and we took it public on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and we struck gold in China, in Dalian province. And I found out what counterparty risk means and country risk means. And that's what most people don't understand about gold and silver. Where it's stored, where God created gold and silver, are in some of the most dangerous countries who really don't like America. So here I am. This is back, I forget now when it was, and a long time ago. I took the company public on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And about 2 years later, we struck gold in China. And the Chinese came over and said, thank you very much, and took it. So I want you to know that I was a billionaire for about a couple of years. And then the Chinese took my gold mine, and it was tough, So the thing called counterparty risk or country risk. So it does seem like gold and silver and many of our precious resources are not held on what I would call friendly soil. Yeah. So I ran out yesterday, picked up this gold coin. They come in these sleeves like this. And the reason was that gold pushed $2,000. And I went, I think it's beginning. So like Jay said it best, for the last 15 years, there's been a bear market. Nobody really wants gold or silver. They're happy with U.S. treasuries and paper dollars and paper stocks. But now when you look at that hot air balloon hanging over there, after 2008, they kept blowing the balloon bigger and bigger and bigger. And now that little gondola hanging below is the economy. And it's hanging on this massive hot air balloon of fake money. So yesterday I went, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for all these years. So I ran out and bought some. But I want to give a plug to this book here. This is called Who Stole My Pension? With myself, Ted Siddell, and myself wrote this book. And what happened in 2008, which caused the hot air balloon to be blown up, Ben Bernanke was our Fed chairman, Federal Reserve Bank chairman. They printed, when the economy collapsed in 2008, they called the Lehman Brothers moment. And Lehman Brothers went down. My prediction is we're going to call it the pension moment, because pensions all over the world are empty. And every time Jay Powell, our head of the Federal Reserve Bank, pumps more money out there, the more dangerous it gets for people. And when they raise interest rates, the stock market comes down. So I'm saying this to all the baby boomers, the old guys my age. If you're born between 1964 and 1950 something, that your pensions are gone. Your 401k is toast. And people are still saving dollars. And I think what's going to happen, Jay, is when people find out their pensions are gone, this is all over the world. I think the Federal Reserve banks, the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England, they're going to have to start printing even more money to cover, to make sure the old guys, the baby boomers, have some kind of money to retire. So that's why when I saw gold top 2,000, I said, I better get off my butt, because the first one I ever bought was $50. So what I paid $50 for back in 1972 is now worth $2,000. What does that projecting forward another 10 years mean? So all the old guys and boomers are scrambling around. Our Social Security is bankrupt. And I think the majority of baby boomers, my U.S. baby boomers, are counting on Social Security, and it's bankrupt. So just to give an idea is that, again, I bought my first coin in 1972. I was a pilot in Vietnam, and I had to fly behind enemy lines. The reason to fly behind enemy lines was at one time this gold mine was in U.S. hands.
Right.
But the North Vietnamese army rolled south so fast that the mine was now in enemy hands. And Nixon had just taken $1 off the gold standard August 15, 1971. And I was pussyfooting around and said, I have time. I'll go buy some gold from this mine. And the next thing you know, the North Vietnamese army rolled south, and this mine is now in enemy territory. So I thought if I flew behind enemy lines, I might get a discount from the gold dealer. And what she was a little tiny Vietnamese woman with red teeth. And I go walking up to her, and she wanted $50 for a piece of gold. And I said, 50. You're behind enemy lines. I'll give you 40. And she goes, spot. I said, what does spot mean? Do I have a spot on my shirt or something? Spot. And all of a sudden, this little Vietnamese woman educated me. My lights went on. Gold and silver are God's money. They're put here on planet Earth. They're not manufactured out of trees called paper. And so this woman's yelling spot at me. And I realized at that moment why Nixon taking $1 off the gold standard in 1971 was so important. It just blew the whole global economy into this bubble, which is that hot air balloon, little gondola hanging beneath it. And right now, I think the end is near.
Small ebook, big impact, The Wealth Tree. The only 4 ways that will make you financially free forever. Download it here for free.